it going, everybody? Alright, back with a brand new video, and today we're in Beacon Fell, which is a beautiful new forest. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. Got my family with me, got my dad, got my sister, and I'm going to ask them as we're walking along questions about Bigfoot, about aliens, about dogmen, all my favourite subjects. Yay. And I want their honest answers.
You'll get on me.
I believe the mark of a person is to not take themselves too seriously. I'm going to prove that here today. So yeah, if you want a bit of a giggle for a few minutes and see where we end up, please stick around. So yesterday, when I was out rambling, made a video about the thylacine. I waited till today to talk about this, to capture the genuine reaction of these two. But at one point I actually thought I saw not one, but two Bigfoots.
Two?
Yep.
Were they twins?
Well, it was funny because...
Seriously? Gosh, Dad. Yes, I must be Oliver.
Thank you, Billy.
You're welcome.
No, it was funny because
Yeah.
when I got to the outskirts of Pleasanton Golf Club,
Yeah.
right on the...
Can we just pause for a moment? Got a footprint.
Where? Oh my God! Look, you can see it's got 6 toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7.
Bigger than
Now
mine.
there's yours. Go on. Should we see if it's bigger than mine? It's definitely bigger than Dad's. It's definitely bigger, much bigger than mine.
Right, anyway, as I was saying, one of these two idiots started taking the mick. It was just before I got to Pleasanton Golf Club, we were going along the River Darwen, and right where it starts, the golf club, it's this really big rise, and there's like a line of trees at the top. And from a distance I could see two figures, and they were massive. Like, I mean, like, I was like, no way. Surely can't be.
Well, it won't be us.
We're only little.
But from, it was weird because from a distance there were two of them, and it looked like they were just like playing with the
What are they doing? Having a game
yeah,
of
they were
ball?
doing that. It's really weird. It's really weird.
Hey Dad, catch!
Catch the bag. Playing.
Anyway, I was like watching these two figures. I could have sworn one of them was like a dark colour, and one of them was, you guessed it, a red colour.
Purple. It was
No.
purple, wasn't it?
It was the same colour as my beard, aka the red-haired Yeti. Anyway, as I got closer and closer, I realised that they were just people.
Oh, Oliver! What?
No.
Boo!
So yeah.
Oh, Oliver!
So obviously, being into this topic, you know, it's not exactly, as we know, deemed socially acceptable a lot of the time. And I am quite open about my beliefs on a lot of things. There's my family, my close family, obviously.
Open, you tell everybody. No matter who.
But I wanted to get them out today and do this video to ask them what their actual opinions are on these subjects.
Yeah.
So what do we think about the British Bigfoot for a start?
Dad, you go first.
I'll have to see one to believe it.
That's actually a very sensible answer.
All the thing I'm going to say. I've seen images, I've seen pictures, but they're American. And sometimes they can't be true.
Oh.
Surely they can't be true. But one day we'll see one.
Thanks for that very sensible answer, Dad. I don't think we're going to get quite a similar response from my sister.
There's two coming over at Thill now.
Well.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah. Two Bigfoots. No, I think they're just men.
Go on.
So the British Bigfoot, I don't know. I think I believe it a bit more than some of the other things that Oliver comes out with, which I will remain nameless just in case I offend anybody. But do I think there's a monkey in the woods? I'm not sure there's one right on the doorstep of yours and Dad's. But there might be one out there. You know, I'm more open to that than trolls and wizards, etc. Oh yeah.
Thank you.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So on Oliver's nature walk thing, where he's showing us all about the British cryptids things, whatever you want to call them, we've stumbled upon this little lake thing, pond, whatever it's called, and as you can see there's kingfisher over there, minding its own business because it's guarding where the Loch Ness Monster lives. Because if you didn't know, this is obviously where the Lancashire Loch Ness Monster lives, and basically how it gets from here to that other reservoir, wherever that other one is there's a series of underground caves that it swims through, and then it pops up and it's like, surprise gang, I'm here. But obviously this is its main abode, obviously nice and secluded so it can be alone. Sometimes Bigfoot might also come for a dip in here as well when he needs a bath, because, you know, Bigfoot being like, you know, the nature man or whatever, he's at harmony with all creatures in the woods, and the Loch Ness Monster is also chill with him. So
do you believe in lake monsters?
Of course. No, seriously, do you want to ask me if I believe in lake monsters? Well,
do you believe in them?
Because as the reform of dinosaur, I'll say yes, because dinosaurs are cool. Hey Al.
What?
Come here. I found your girlfriend.
So Millie made a good point back there at the lake monsters aboard, that Bigfoot is at harmony with all creatures. And I truly actually believe that.
As well as me. And don't be silly, Millie, he's talking to us. Bigfoot is in harmony with all of us.
I agree. I agree,
Millie,
100%.
Oliver,
I believe
myself.
It's not Jesus.
in the woods, Bigfoot is the overlord. He's the caretaker.
Oh, I totally agree.
They're the caretakers of the woods. They look after everything. And then every so often they might just, you know, like take down the odd deer if they need protein.
Like this.
Yeah.
But I have a theory. I have many theories, obviously. But I have a theory that up at my shelter where I leave apples on the gifting tree, that what they'll do to avoid being caught on the camera trap, so that Bigfoot avoids being caught on the camera trap.
I'll leave them some golden wonders. Do you think they'll like that? Spring onion. Golden wonder.
Right, so
Oh, bloody hell.
you stop
Billy's
it,
glasses have steamed up.
I will even set them at the stall up. I brought the
No, they
tablecloth.
don't need the stall. I mean,
I brought the tablecloth today.
Listen, I'm trying to like get my theory out here.
he's
So why Bigfoot's are never caught on camera traps up
Because
at
of
my
him.
den when I leave an apple up at the gifting tree? I think the digger goes in as a diversion, gets the apple, and then he meets Bigfoot at the other side, and they basically split it in half, and the Bigfoot will give half to the deer, and then he'll have half as well. And he'll stroke the deer as they're both eating the food. Like to say well done.
No, that's not what happened.
What happens then? What happens?
I personally think
I was
it's...
stroking our little dear.
Don't
Ah.
But she doesn't like it.
because because it's weird. Excuse me. No, obviously I think it's more of a case of he just lobs the apple at them because they can lob anything.
So as we've spoke about a lot on this channel before, there seems to be an inescapable link between Bigfoots and UFOs. So, what's our thoughts on that, guys? Life in the universe? Yay or nay? Who wants to go first, anybody?
I'll go first actually.
What do you think? Are there aliens?
Well, I'm not quite sure about that. I just get a bit perplexed about the Bigfoots and the aliens, right? Because you said that they're like the aliens like employ them to keep a watch on us, something like that.
Yeah.
But the problem is like because like we live in like houses and stuff that sometimes aren't in very rural areas. How can the Bigfoot watch us from the not rural areas? Do you know what I mean? Like, would they sneak into the back alley? Would they? I don't know. I'm just spitballing ideas here. But also, I just struggle a bit with like them looking at our animals, the aliens, not the Bigfoots, and thinking what they're gonna do with them, like.
Genetic engineering.
Yeah, like.
Yeah,
and
we spoke
where do
about
they
that.
take them? Like the crocodiles and stuff that they turn into dragons. Where do they go? Like, what war is there in space? I'm so confused.
I told you, Billy, it's the war in the stars.
What war
Star
is
Wars.
The only war in the stars I know is Star Wars.
Well, I've explained this to you loads of times. The aliens, obviously, their ships, they have some sort of beaming device, and they'll hover over whatever they need to get, like a crocodile, and they will beam them up. It's as simple as that. You have anything to say?
Well, actually, yes, I can confidently say that I have actually seen spaceships in the form of a model at Forbidden Planet shop in Manchester. They're quite expensive and you need glue to fasten them together.
Seriously, what do you think about the aliens?
Now, aliens I can't comment on because I've never seen any of them. I've seen I'm sure I've seen a spaceship in the night once. It was some sort of white light flying, and we thought it was an aeroplane. And when investigating the day after, it was actually in the local newspaper, saying it was some sort of like spaceship type of thing. What was coming from Russia, surveying around the world.
Right.
And it wasn't only just me who thought I'd seen this. Quite a lot of people did pass comment the day after that they'd seen this bright light.
All right.
And it was a bit like an airship thing, flying round.
Do you remember what year it was? That might help the viewers.
1812.
Well, the echo in the background said 1812. Now I might look a little bit old, but it was probably in the early 80s, 1980 as opposed to 1880. I emphasise that. Obviously, these two weren't about then.
Nope.
But yes, I do remember that, and I do remember people passing comments about it.
Very good. Let's crack on. I just remembered before we finish this amazing video, one last thing I want to talk about.
Oh yeah.
Big cats in the UK.
Oh yeah, I've got plenty of thoughts on that.
Yay or nay?
Yeah, obviously.
They're wild foxgloves there.
What are you looking at, Dad?
That plant there, it's a wild foxglove.
Oh, cool. What do they do?
Wear 'em?
Eh?
Do foxes wear them?
No,
Billy,
they're
don't be
not.
silly.
Right, I was only asking a question.
Have to come another month or so, and then you'll be able to see
What do they do, Dad? Is there any?
flowers.
Oh, the flowers.
Olive
Sake.
idiot! They're flowers.
What do they do?
Oh my god.
Right.
Oh my word.
I was asking
Now
about
that
big
really
cats
was
in the UK. Do we believe them or not?
Well, yeah, they're in the zoos.
I mean, roaming freely in the countryside.
Well, there might be. I remember your mother saying she saw one night.
Yeah, but
where
that's mum, innit?
I know, I was there. I was with her.
it was a
Well,
black,
We
were
were
all
all with her.
we were all
It's not
together.
just you and mum.
it was a black one.
Yeah.
It looked like a
You were
panther.
driving?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and it wasn't a sheep. It was some sort of wild animal.
Really?
Well,
What do you think? Do you
Oh.
think the Romans left them here?
that's the one. So basically, the Romans, whenever they were here,
Yeah, when they colonised Britain.
a couple of years ago, they had the cats because they were wrestling with them and stuff in the Colosseum and etc etc. And one day, the stupid Romans let them out the back door. And
Yep.
they got lost in the British countryside. Sometime later, the Victorians show up in it, and then they start adopting them at Harrods and things.
No, it was in the 60s, not quite the Victorians.
Yeah, they used to have
Yeah,
them in the
they
basement.
did.
Yeah, it was in the 1960s.
There were people before that who had pet lions.
Maybe, but that's
No,
when it
not
really
maybe.
took off.
Well,
Don't lecture me about these subjects. 'cause
don't
I know
lecture
what
me
I'm
about
talking about.
history, yeah? So, I think that they just got lost out the back door and we haven't seen them since, so...
Well, I don't know. You can confirm you've got one at home. It's called Angus.
Yeah, but he's only little. I don't think
Well,
he's...
Yeah,
he's
we
growing
do.
up
We love
into
our
be-
cats here at Campfire Stories Lancashire.
I love my cats. My cats are the best. My cats, great things. Question for you, Mr. Campfire Stories Lancashire.
Oh dear.
So, like, because you're always coming camping and things.
Yep. Wild camping.
Yeah, that's the one. And Dad said there'll be berries on all these bushes in summer. If you come camping here and you run out of food, you're gonna eat the berries.
Yeah, if I were desperate.
But what if they're bad berries?
Well, I'll have to make sure that I do enough research beforehand and
You can't
make sure
come
that they're
camping
edible
and
to eat.
shit at night.
It's not a difficult question to answer, really.
Well, I was only asking. I didn't know that.
Yeah, but where would you get your cream from?
Cream? Oh,
yeah,
for the berries.
For the berries.
Probably some
fact-
tree, maybe some tree sap.
Huh? How do you make sap out of what?
Tree sap.
How do you make
Some
cream out of tree
wildflowers on
sap?
top of that
Curd it.
tree stump.
Get enough of it and curd it.
It reminds me of that episode in Hannah Montana where Jackson's doing the thing with the butter. That'd be you.
Oh, God. I know it would.
I said, this is some wildflowers.
Father, could you tell me what is a penetrable forest?
It's where you go deep in.
And what's an impenetrable forest?
Where you go deep into the trees.
Whoa!
Is that what it means?
You learn something new every day. So here we are at the top of Bigfoot Mountain. You can see a nice little thing. There's a Bigfoot in there, maybe. Maybe there's a fairy in there, actually.
Off the top of it.
Yeah.
Pendle Hill
Oh, yeah.
is that way. It's
That way.
It's one of these.
Alright, everybody, for the first time in history, Millie is actually coming squatching with me.
You are so rude.
Eh?
You're so rude.
We were just walking along this Ramblers path, and I said, Millie, do you never just look at like thick bunches of conifers like that and think might be a Bigfoot hiding in there?
No.
We're gonna go and have a look anyway. Let's go. On our way to doing some squatching, we've decided to have a little competition. Who can throw the pine cones onto that tree stump?
You can do it.
What did you do that for?
I don't know.
Ow! Ah! So up first, she may be blue, but she is Gru. She's gonna throw some pine cones onto that tree stump. So when you're ready, Millie.
Okay, just take a minute just to thank Bigfoot for these pine cones. Thank you for the pine cones. Okay. Oh, man. He may be Gru, but he doesn't need the loo. It's Oliver. Missed.
Millie. Ah! Oh my god, that's pitiful.
Oh, that was awful.
Oh! It almost came off. Ah! So we basically just called it a draw. But I wanted to come and check this little baby conifer forest out. Because when you look at something like this, it is literally impenetrable. Like, obviously, if you really challenge yourself, you could get in. But I always see things like this, and I think if I was a Bigfoot, if I was the British Bigfoot, and I needed somewhere to lay low for a couple of hours, this would be the place that I would do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, but look at it. It's really deep. My sister's just pelting me with pine cones.
No, I'm not. Can't prove it. Hi.
Yeah, we're recording you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you have anything to say?
got you.
Ah!
Well, I'm only in front of us.
Bit of a predicament, guys.
We've lost.
We're gonna let them know.
We've lost Dad. We can't find him.
We've kind of lost
Look,
the driver.
This is the time to practice your Bigfoot noises and see if they respond.
Well, we keep sending out whoops, but he's not responded yet.
No, you keep sending out whoops.
Anyway, keep you informed. Update. We found Dad and he's wielding gigantic branches. I suppose he's channeling his inner Bigfoot. As you can see, Billy's very happy. Right, well, we're nearing the end of our adventure.
Oh, Dad, it's alright. It's okay.
Hey, first time in history.
As you can see, these two are both very emotional. Look, listen guys, if you've enjoyed these two being on this video today, and you want to see them more in the future, please let me know. Leave a comment. Leave a comment if you want to see them again in the future.
Hey Dad, let's move them.
Leave a comment if you don't want to see them.
Yeah, also likewise, if this video's been a bit too much for you,
Yeah.
leave a comment down below as well for that.
Right, what have we learned from our
Lots.
adventure today? Go on, what
Lots.
have you learned, Dad?
We've learnt about Bigfoots. We've seen a footprint. Spaceships.
Spaceships.
Countryside.
Yeah,
Millie's
been good, hasn't it?
Millie's a good aim with throwing pine cones. It's
That as
something
well.
in the mouth. We breathed in the fresh air.
Yep.
What else have we done?
Well,
Come
I've
on.
learned the value of friendship today.
You should know that already. Never mind coming to countryside to learn that.
Well, I've learned more about our friendship.
Absolutely.
You can come again.
Right,
We'll wrap it up now as it's going
absolutely.
dark.
We're going to wrap it up and we'll see you further on down the road. Bye bye.